Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why does this outfit make me look heavier than I actually am? It's one of the most common frustrations women face after 55. Our bodies change, our style evolves, and sometimes the clothes that once felt flattering suddenly feel like they're working against us. The good news? You don't have to lose a single pound to look slimmer, taller, and more confident. The secret lies in how you dress, not in your weight. Here's the truth. Fashion has the power to completely transform how your body looks to the eye. With just a few clever styling tricks, you can instantly slim your silhouette, elongate your figure, and highlight the parts of yourself that make you feel most beautiful. These are not crash diets, not hours in the gym, but simple wardrobe adjustments you can make starting today. Imagine slipping on the right pair of pants and suddenly noticing how your legs look longer, or layering your top and jacket in a way that instantly makes your waistline appear smaller. That's the magic of styling done right. In this video, we're diving into 7 genius styling tricks that every woman over 60 should know. Whether it's the colors you choose, the way you layer your clothes, or even the shoes you put on your feet, each small decision adds up to a big difference in how you look and feel. And the best part? These tips work on real women with real bodies, living real lives. You don't need a celebrity stylist or an unlimited budget, just the willingness to try a few smart changes. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to create outfits that flatter your shape, make you feel lighter and taller, and give you back that spark of confidence when you step out the door. From slimming colors to the best fabrics, from clever layering to the most flattering accessories, you'll discover how to make fashion work for you, not against you. So, are you ready to learn how to dress to look slimmer without losing a single pound? Let's begin with the first styling trick. It's all about the power of color. When it comes to creating a slimmer look, color is your most powerful tool. Think of it like a paintbrush. You can use it to highlight, to minimize, and to guide the eye exactly where you want it to go. Many women over 60 fall into the habit of wearing the same neutral shades they've worn for years, or worse, thinking that only black can make them look thinner. While black is certainly flattering, it's far from the only color that works. The truth is, there are many colors that can slim your silhouette and bring life to your style at the same time. One of the easiest tricks is to wear monochrome outfits. This doesn't mean you need to dress head to toe in one shade of beige or gray. It means choosing colors in the same family and wearing them from top to bottom. For example, a navy blouse paired with dark denim and a matching jacket instantly creates a long, lean line. Why? Because the eye doesn't stop and break at different color blocks, it flows smoothly, giving the impression of height and slimness. Another effective strategy is using vertical color placement. Imagine wearing a darker shade on the outside, say a charcoal cardigan or blazer, while keeping a lighter shade underneath, like ivory or soft blush. That vertical line of light in the center acts like a spotlight, drawing the eye inward and instantly making your torso look slimmer. It's the same principle stylists use on red carpets to create curves and angles without dieting. Don't shy away from color just because you're older. Jewel tones like emerald, sapphire, and ruby are not only youthful, but also incredibly slimming when worn in a single block. These shades add vibrancy to your look while still keeping your frame elongated. And here's a bonus. They naturally brighten your complexion, making you look more radiant without needing heavy makeup. For women who love prints, the key is scale. Large, busy prints can overwhelm the frame and make you look wider. Instead, opt for smaller, subtle patterns in vertical arrangements or diagonal lines. A pinstripe blouse, for example, can make your upper body appear taller and slimmer, while a floral in soft, muted tones keeps the outfit fresh but not overpowering. When you build your wardrobe around colors that flatter and slim, you don't just change the way others see you, you change the way you feel about yourself. Clothes stop being a source of frustration and start becoming a source of empowerment. Remember, the right colors don't hide you. They highlight the best of you. Now that you know how powerful color can be, let's move on to another element that completely shapes your appearance. The cut and fit of your clothes. Because no matter how beautiful the color, the wrong silhouette can undo everything. Color may set the stage for a slimmer look, but the real magic happens with the cut and fit of your clothes. Think of your outfit like architecture. It's not just about what you put on, but how it's shaped around you. For women over 60, cuts and silhouettes can either enhance your best features or add unnecessary bulk. The goal isn't to hide your body, but to choose shapes that naturally flatter and create balance. Let's start with one of the most versatile silhouettes, the A-line. Whether it's a dress or a skirt, the A-line gently skims over the midsection and hips without clinging too tightly. This shape creates movement, elegance, and a streamlined figure. It's no wonder A-line dresses are among the most recommended flattering dresses for women over 60. They slim the waistline and balance proportions beautifully, especially if you want to minimize fuller hips or thighs. Now, let's talk pants. Wide, baggy trousers may feel comfortable, but they often add volume where you least want it. On the other hand, pants that are too tight highlight every line, and that rarely feels flattering. The sweet spot is a straight leg or slightly bootcut pant. These cuts create a clean vertical line that elongates the legs and makes the body appear leaner. Pair them with a top that hits just below the hip, and you instantly achieve a polished, slimming effect. Blazers and jackets are another secret weapon. A structured blazer with gentle tailoring can completely transform your silhouette. Look for designs that nip in slightly at the waist and fall just at the hip or mid-thigh. This creates an instant hourglass effect without any effort. Avoid oversized, boxy cuts that swallow your frame. They may be trendy, but they rarely deliver that slimming, elegant look we're aiming for. Dresses with wrap styles or subtle ruching are also a wonderful choice. A wrap dress naturally draws the eye to the waist, creating definition, while ruching helps smooth over areas you'd rather not emphasize. These designs don't just look beautiful, they feel forgiving, which makes them a joy to wear. And here's something important: proportions matter just as much as cut. For example, if you're wearing a looser bottom, balance it with a more fitted top. If your top has volume, like a flowy blouse, pair it with a sleek, straight-leg pant. This balance ensures your outfit feels harmonious and never overwhelming. Cuts and silhouettes are about working with your body, not against it. When you choose shapes that lengthen, streamline, and highlight your best features, you instantly feel more confident. And confidence, as we know, is the ultimate style secret. But even the most flattering cut can lose its power if the fabric is wrong. That's why in the next section, we'll talk about the types of fabrics that truly enhance a slimming look and the ones you should avoid. Even the most flattering cut can fall flat if the fabric is working against you. Think about it. Two dresses with the same design can look completely different depending on the material they're made from. Fabrics have a language of their own. They can drape gracefully, cling in the wrong places, or add unnecessary bulk. For women over 60 who want to look slimmer, choosing the right material is just as important as choosing the right cut. One of the best strategies is to look for lightweight fabrics that drape instead of cling. Fabrics like jersey knit, soft crepe, or silk blends glide over the body, creating movement without highlighting every line. They smooth your silhouette, making your figure look more streamlined while still allowing comfort. These lightweight fabrics for women over 60 are especially forgiving in areas like the midsection or hips. Avoid fabrics that are stiff and heavy, such as thick tweed or bulky corduroy. While they may feel structured, they often add width and make the body look boxy. The same goes for overly shiny fabrics like satin or cheap polyester. These tend to reflect light in ways that emphasize curves or folds rather than soften them. If you love a little sheen, go for matte finishes or subtle textures that create depth without glare. Another wonderful option is fabrics with a bit of stretch. Not too much, because overly clingy stretch fabrics can highlight exactly what you'd prefer to minimize, but just enough to provide flexibility. A dress with 3–5% elastane, for example, moves with your body without clinging to it. That small amount of give makes the garment both comfortable and flattering. Layering also becomes easier with the right fabrics. Lightweight knits, soft cotton blends, and thin wool are perfect for creating layers that don't overwhelm your frame. A long cardigan in a drapey knit, worn over a slim-fitting top, creates vertical lines without bulk. Compare that to a chunky sweater layered under a heavy coat, which can make you appear larger than you are. And let's not forget prints and textures. Fabrics with subtle textures, like ribbed knits or fine tweeds, can be incredibly slimming because they distract the eye from focusing on just one area. Meanwhile, sheer overlays, such as chiffon layers, can add elegance while keeping the outfit light and airy. Choosing fabrics wisely doesn't just change how you look, it changes how you feel in your clothes. When your outfit flows with your body instead of fighting against it, you feel lighter, more graceful, and more confident. Now that we've covered how fabrics can enhance or ruin your look, it's time to talk about another essential element: proportion. Because even with the right color, cut, and fabric, the way you balance your outfit can make or break your entire appearance. When it comes to dressing slimmer, proportions are everything. You can wear the right colors, the perfect cut, and even the best fabrics. But if your outfit doesn't create balance, your entire look can feel off. The eye naturally seeks symmetry and harmony, and the way you balance your top and bottom halves can dramatically change how slim and tall you appear. One of the most powerful tricks is highlighting the waistline. Defining your waist doesn't mean squeezing into tight belts or uncomfortable shapewear. Instead, it's about creating the illusion of shape with clever styling. A slim belt worn over a flowy dress or a wrap blouse tied just above the waist instantly makes your frame look more proportioned. Even long cardigans or jackets can be belted lightly to add definition without sacrificing comfort. Another simple way to balance proportions is through the length of your clothing. Tops that are too long can cut off your legs and make your body look shorter. On the other hand, tops that are cropped too high can draw attention to the midsection, the sweet spot. Tops that hit just below the hip bone or that can be slightly tucked in at the front. This subtle adjustment elongates your legs and makes your entire frame look more streamlined. Speaking of legs, let's talk about one of the oldest style secrets: high-waisted bottoms. Whether it's trousers, skirts, or jeans, a higher rise instantly lengthens your legs and shortens the torso just enough to create balance. Pair them with tucked-in blouses or fitted tops to reinforce that vertical line. This is one of the easiest ways to achieve the illusion of height, especially for women who want to know how to dress to elongate legs without wearing sky-high heels. Skirt and dress lengths also play a huge role in proportions. For women over 60, a midi length that hits just below the knee or mid-calf is one of the most flattering options. It covers enough to feel elegant, but shows enough leg to keep the body looking elongated. Pair that with pointed toe shoes in a nude tone, and the effect is even more powerful. Balance also applies to volume. If you're wearing a flowy top, keep your bottoms streamlined. If your pants are wide leg, balance them with a more tailored top. This push and pull between fitted and loose pieces ensures that your outfit looks intentional and flattering, never overwhelming. Proportions are the unsung hero of style. They quietly reshape your silhouette, giving you a taller, slimmer appearance without anyone realizing why. It's not about changing your body, it's about using fashion to highlight your natural beauty. And once your proportions are in harmony, the next step is to enhance the look even further with carefully chosen accessories. Because the right necklace, bag, or pair of shoes can be just as slimming as the perfect dress. Accessories may seem like the finishing touch to an outfit, but when chosen wisely, they can completely transform your shape. In fact, accessories are one of the easiest ways to create a slimming effect without changing a single piece of clothing. The key is knowing how to use them strategically to guide the eye, elongate your figure, and keep your look balanced. Let's start with necklaces. Long, vertical necklaces, especially those that fall below the bust, help draw the eye up and down, creating a lengthening effect through the torso. This is particularly flattering if you want to minimize attention around the midsection. Another great choice is a pendant necklace in a V shape, which mimics the slimming effect of a V-neck blouse. These subtle details make your neckline appear longer and more graceful. Earrings can also make a difference. Long drop earrings or slim hoops add vertical lines that frame the face beautifully. They don't just slim the jawline, they also add sophistication without overpowering your outfit. Bags, too, play a surprisingly important role. Large, oversized handbags may feel practical, but they often overwhelm the frame and make you appear smaller by comparison. A medium-sized structured bag is usually the most flattering choice for women over 60. It looks polished, easy to carry, and perfectly proportioned to the body. If you love crossbody bags, opt for thinner straps and keep the bag resting near the hip rather than across the bust, which can add unwanted bulk. Now, let's talk about shoes, the accessory that can make or break your entire look. Pointed toe shoes are one of the most effective slimming accessories you can own. They visually extend the line of your legs, making them look longer and leaner. Nude-colored shoes, or shoes that match the color of your pants or tights, have the same effect by creating an uninterrupted vertical line. This is why stylists often recommend the best shoes for women over 60 as simple, classic designs in neutral tones. Belts also deserve a mention. While wide belts can cut the body in half, thin or medium belts used thoughtfully can highlight the waist and create balance. A belt in the same color as your outfit will define your shape without drawing too much attention. Remember, accessories should enhance, not overwhelm. The goal isn't to pile them on, but to choose a few pieces that elongate, balance, and elevate your look. When done right, they don't just complete an outfit, they refine your silhouette and add elegance. Now that you know how accessories can reshape your look, let's move on to another styling trick that works wonders: layering. Because the way you build your outfit with layers can either add bulk or take pounds off instantly. Layering can be a woman's best friend or her worst enemy. The way you combine jackets, cardigans, and outerwear has the power to completely change your silhouette. For women over 60, learning how to layer with intention is one of the most valuable fashion hacks because it adds sophistication, dimension, and warmth while still keeping your look slim and elegant. The secret to slimming layering is vertical lines. Long cardigans, open blazers, and trench coats that skim the body without closing completely create a natural vertical column. This guides the eye downward, instantly lengthening your figure. When your outer layer is left open, it frames the center of your body, making your torso look narrower and more defined. This is why layering tips for older women always recommend pieces that are lightweight, structured, and flow easily instead of bulky coats that overwhelm the frame. Fabric and weight matter here too. Choose layers made from thinner, drapey fabrics that move with you. A lightweight knit cardigan over a fitted blouse or a soft duster coat over straight-leg trousers adds depth without bulk. Avoid stacking thick, heavy layers on top of each other, like a chunky sweater under a puffer jacket, as they add unnecessary volume and shorten the body visually. Color is another powerful tool in layering. Wearing darker shades on the outside and lighter shades inside creates that slimming spotlight effect we discussed earlier. It narrows the frame and highlights the vertical line down the center of your body. If you're hesitant to wear bold prints, try them on your underlayer, like a blouse, and keep your jacket or cardigan solid. This ensures the outfit feels lively but still sleek. Length also makes a difference. Cropped jackets can cut the body at the wrong spot and make you appear shorter, while outerwear that hits just below the hip or mid-thigh creates a more elongated line. Long-line cardigans or vests are excellent choices. They add drama and movement, but keep the silhouette vertical and lean. Layering isn't just about coats or sweaters. Accessories can work as layers too. A long scarf draped vertically, for example, not only keeps you cozy, but also elongates the torso in the same way a necklace would. The trick is to let it hang freely, rather than looping it tightly around the neck. Layering done right gives you elegance and confidence. It says, "I've thought about my look," but it feels effortless. That's the kind of style that women notice and admire. Now that we've learned how layering can slim and elevate your style, let's move to the finishing touch, your shoes, because the right footwear can lengthen your legs, balance your proportions, and tie every one of these styling tricks together. Shoes are often the most underestimated part of an outfit, but they have the power to completely transform how slim and tall you look. The right footwear doesn't just finish your outfit, it elongates your legs, improves your posture, and creates a graceful, confident presence. For women over 60, this is one of the simplest yet most powerful tricks to look slimmer without changing a thing about your body. One of the best-kept secrets in fashion is the pointed toe shoe. Whether it's a flat, a kitten heel, or a pump, a pointed toe creates an uninterrupted line that makes your legs look longer. Rounded toes, by contrast, can shorten the appearance of the foot and cut off that vertical flow. If you're aiming for the best shoes to look slimmer, pointed toes should be at the top of your list. Color is just as important as shape. Nude shoes, or shoes that match your skin tone, are a stylist's go-to for lengthening the legs. They create a continuous line between your foot and leg, which tricks the eye into seeing extra length. Similarly, wearing shoes that match the color of your pants or tights achieves the same effect. Imagine black trousers paired with sleek black boots. The result is a tall, streamlined silhouette that instantly slims. Heel height doesn't need to be dramatic to make a difference. Many women over 60 shy away from high heels, and rightly so. Comfort and stability are essential. The good news is that even a small heel, like a 1 or 2-inch block heel, can add lift and elongation without strain. Wedge shoes or kitten heels are also smart choices, providing both style and support. The goal isn't to wear the highest heel, but to choose a shoe that adds subtle height while keeping you comfortable enough to walk with confidence. On the other hand, there are certain shoe styles that work against you. Ankle straps, especially thick ones, can visually cut the leg and make it appear shorter. Chunky shoes with overly thick soles or heavy designs can weigh down the frame, making you look less streamlined. Instead, opt for more refined, lightweight footwear that enhances rather than competes with your overall look. Don't underestimate the power of posture either. The right shoes encourage better posture, which naturally makes you appear taller and slimmer. Standing tall with your shoulders back and your head lifted is one of the most flattering accessories you can wear, and the right footwear helps make that possible. Shoes are more than just a detail. They are the final tool in your slimming style toolkit. When chosen thoughtfully, they can lengthen your legs, balance your proportions, and elevate your outfit in ways you never imagined. Now that we've covered all 7 genius styling tricks, it's time to bring everything together in the conclusion. Let's recap what we've learned and talk about how these tips can transform not only your wardrobe, but also the way you feel every day. We've just walked through 7 powerful styling tricks that prove you don't need to lose a single pound to look slimmer, taller, and more confident. From choosing the right colors, to picking flattering cuts and fabrics, to balancing proportions, layering wisely, and finishing with the perfect shoes and accessories, you now have a complete toolkit for creating outfits that celebrate your body instead of hiding it. Think back to the first tip. Color. When you choose smart monochrome palettes or rich jewel tones, you instantly create length and vibrancy. Pair that with the right cut, like an A-line skirt or a straight leg pant, and suddenly your body feels more balanced and graceful. Fabrics matter too. Lightweight materials that drape and move with you keep your silhouette smooth and elegant without adding bulk. Then there's proportion, the secret many women overlook. A simple half tuck, a high-waisted trouser, or the right midi length can completely transform the way your figure is perceived. Accessories only enhance the effect. Long necklaces, structured handbags, and nude pointed-toe shoes all work quietly but powerfully to elongate and refine. And of course, layering gives you flexibility and polish, allowing you to stay comfortable while still looking sleek. Finally, the right shoes tie everything together, adding subtle height and extending your leg line with zero effort. The best part? These tips don't require expensive wardrobes, drastic diets, or a personal stylist. They're practical, timeless, and accessible for every woman over 60 who wants to look her best. What they really offer is confidence, the kind that comes from stepping out the door knowing you look put together, elegant, and radiant. So here's my encouragement to you. Tomorrow, when you open your closet, try just one of these tricks. Maybe it's pairing a monochrome outfit, maybe it's belting a cardigan, or maybe it's simply swapping round-toe shoes for pointed ones. Notice how different you feel. That boost of confidence is the true magic of style. If this video inspired you, I'd love for you to subscribe and join me for the next one, How to Build a Timeless Wardrobe After 60. Together, we'll keep exploring simple, flattering, and elegant ways to feel amazing at every stage of life. Because style isn't about age, it's about celebrating the woman you are today.